Hello everyone, I am Sahil Bhadviya and welcome to another video of this educational series. Today we are going to talk about emergency fund. What are they and how to build one? Let's first start with understanding what is an emergency fund. As the name suggests, it is the fund that can provide financial comfort in case of an emergency. This emergency could be due to unexpected expenses that you did not plan in your monthly budget, like medical expenses that are not covered by your medical insurance, or it could be due to job loss. Since layoffs are part and parcel of private jobs, it's important to have a fund that can be used to pay your monthly EMIs, home rent, household expenses in case of job loss. Emergency fund is even more important in case you have irregular earnings. Here please note that emergency fund is built strictly to meet your important financial obligations, not to fund your day-to-day expenses. Next, how much emergency fund is enough? Well, generally speaking, your emergency fund should cover around 6 to 9 months of your monthly expenses. For instance, if you have monthly expense of 50,000 rupees, then you should build an emergency fund of 3 to 4 lakh rupees. Next question is how to build an emergency fund. So there are 3 important criteria you must keep in mind before building an emergency fund. First is high liquidity. You should be able to use the money at any moment you need. Second, low volatility. The returns from your emergency fund should not be volatile. You should have a fair idea of expected returns. Then third point is inflation beating returns. Emergency fund should at least be able to beat the inflation. This inflation rate in India is around 5 to 6%. So you should get more than 5 to 6% return. For instance, your stock investment does not qualify for an emergency fund because it is a highly volatile asset class. In the short term, the return from the stock market can also be negative. Likewise, your investment in public provident fund does not qualify for an emergency fund as there is a lock-in period. So you can't take out your money in case of emergency. Then which investment option qualify for an emergency fund? First is saving account. It is a highly liquid investment option where you can withdraw the money any moment. The return from saving accounts are also fixed. Only catch is that the return from saving account are on lower side. In fact, saving account of top commercial banks only give around 2.5 to 3% return, which is much lower than inflation rate. Although there are other commercial banks and small finance bank that offer a decent interest on saving account in the range of 6 to 8%. Second option is fixed deposit. When we do FD with a bank, it is for a fixed time period, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, but you can always withdraw money from FD in case of emergency. So FD has high liquidity, although it will attract small premature withdrawal charges. Now FD returns also vary from bank to bank, so you need to identify banks where interest on FD is able to beat the inflation. Third option is gold. Historically, gold has been the most popular investment option to meet emergency requirements. It offers high liquidity as you can sell it whenever you want. The returns from gold are not very volatile and they are able to beat the inflation. Now there are multiple options to invest in gold. First is physical gold, but there is hassle to store it and risk of theft and impurity. Second option is digital gold. You can buy gold online digitally. Third is SGB, that is sovereign gold bond. SGB also offers additional 2.5% interest every year, but it is not useful for emergency purpose because there is a lock-in period of at least 5 years. Fourth option is liquid funds. It is a type of debt mutual fund that offers high liquidity, very low volatility, and inflation beating returns. Please note that liquid fund returns are not fixed, but there is negligible volatility. So it can be considered for emergency purpose. Please note that investment in each asset class attract a different taxation. For instance, interest on saving account and FD is taxable as per your income tax slab. Although interest from saving account is exempted from tax for an amount up to rupees 10,000 during a financial year. In case of gold, if you sell it within 2 years of purchase, profits are taxed as per your tax slab. On sale of gold after 2 years of purchase, profits attract 12.5% tax without indexation benefit as per budget 2024. Liquid fund if sold before 3 years of purchase, profits are taxed as per your tax slab. On sale of liquid fund after 2 years of purchase, profits attract 12.5% tax without indexation benefit as per budget 2024. So there you have it. Everything that you need to know about emergency funds and why they are important and how you can build one for your short-term expenses. With that, I'll see you in another video. Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.